Yeah.
Right, folks, special Blue Van Man food review. Got the legend of Robbie Knox here, Soccer AM fame and other stuff, a YouTuber. Check his channel out. What have we done, Robbie?
What, today?
Yeah.
We've been on a little tour of Loughborough.
Yeah.
I saw a sock man thing, like a statue.
A memorial, not a memorial, I don't know what it is. It's just something to pay tribute to the hosiery business that used to be in this area.
Yeah, and that's why I'm here, to pay tribute to the hosiery.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm very, very excited to be in the hallowed van.
Yes, it is the... People do seem to like the van. It's. I'm going to just open this window a bit because I'm hot and steaming up. Don't stir
Fair
me
enough.
up. That's it.
Spacious, isn't it?
Very.
I always love it when I get to go in a van. I feel like I shouldn't be allowed, when I hire a van, I feel I shouldn't be allowed to drive it. It feels too, grown up. You know what I mean?
My dad let me used to drive his Transit when we used to fit the double glaze in, and that was just the camera going there that would do. And I smashed it up. I ran into the back of Tony Neal in a village.
Who's Tony Neal?
Some mechanic in the village, and I ran into the back of his car. He didn't sue me for neck whiplash, right? But which was quite good, because then in them days it wasn't a big sue culture. He could probably do it now.
Yeah, might come after you still.
Yeah,
you might see this.
Now sees all this fame.
Yeah.
But we have been to a new chip shop in Loughborough that's just opened up. It's not a normal chip shop. It's one of those that does these spicy, fancy chips. Can you see, folks? Oh God, too white.
Here's my one.
Yeah, that's the better one. What are it called?
It's called Fork and Chips, I think.
Fork and Chips.
Fork something chips.
I think they're playing on the words fork and fucking chips and all that kind of thing. But it's quite good. What did you go for, mate?
I went for it's their fork in hot sauce. It is, which again I think is playing on words.
Playing on words.
The man also gave me 2 forks. I think that's because I think someone's gone to him. He's with Blue Van Man.
Yeah,
give
make
an
sure.
Fork. He said, "I'll give you an extra fork in case one breaks."
Well, what's he going to do? What are you going to do?
He only gave you one. So.
Yeah, he only gave me one.
Yeah.
But I went for... I can't remember what I went for.
You were going to go for a cheese thing, but they didn't have it.
Yeah, they didn't have the blue cheese, so I've had something else.
Piri-piri and
Piri-piri and I think...
DZ or something?
DZ. So anyway, you walk in, they've got all these different sauces, apart from blue sauce. They've got all these different shakes that you put on it, these powders, and then that's it. You can have a small, regular or large, which is what I like.
Yeah.
McDonald's only do a regular and a large. Why don't they do a small? Why don't they just say small or large?
Yeah.
I just can't see
I agree.
the point.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Totally sold on that.
Yeah. So, do you want to go first, mate?
Yeah. So I just eat. Yeah. I don't
eat.
Mess
That's
with
it. No, you just eat.
Right.
That's all you can do with food, mate.
Exactly.
Well, I suppose some people do other stuff with food.
Not that sort of channel, though, is it?
No.
I'm really worried about the extra fork's going to fall over and get on my jeans.
Just stick it on there. Stick it on there, mate. It'll be all right. So, my dashboard's wiped clean. Ain't that right, June?
Oh, that's really nice.
Let's try what I've got. So I've gone for the... Can't remember.
So it's not too hot sauce, this.
Oh, God.
So if you're worried about it being too hot, but it's got a nice flavour.
My one's got a bit of a kick to it, but it's a nice kick. It's not an overpowering...
Mine starts off with a bit of heat, then tails off nicely. There's no... Sometimes you get a bit of afterburn, don't you? Sometimes it's a bit later. It's just nice, smooth...
This is awesome.
Heat. Yeah, it's really
These
good.
are really good.
I like that it's proper chip shop chips.
Have they left the skins on?
I don't, have they? I don't think so.
Oh, I can't. It's not doing it because the paper's too white.
Yeah, shall I try and show one of mine up close?
That's it. And then I've been told if you do that,
okay,
it blends in or something.
All right.
Whatever.
You get the idea.
You get the idea, folks. I think there's a lot of these little places that are doing all these saucy chips.
Yeah.
Popping up.
Modern world, isn't it?
Oh, God, these are awesome.
Yeah, they're really good. How often... Are you always honest in these reviews?
Yeah, I am always honest. The problem is people say, oh, you always like everything. I get told to... Or I get asked to go somewhere. And, you know, because people say, oh, it's really, really good.
Yeah.
So I do actually go to these places and they are really, really good. Sometimes people will say to me, go to this place, it's really, really shit. But I don't want to wreck somebody's livelihood.
Yeah, I mean, that's,
I would be critical but constructive.
Yeah, that's nice, yeah.
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 There's a place on the way out of Loughborough towards Shepshire, there's a little diner there. And although it wasn't the worst breakfast cob I had, it wasn't the burger, it wasn't the worst. And I was trying to be truthful and all that kind of thing, but I think people hopefully could see that I weren't over the moon about it.
Yeah, fair enough. Just been admiring that building up there. We were talking about that beforehand. There's a big building. It's like, to describe it for the visually impaired. It's a sort of brick tower with sort of metal green bit on top. That's a little viewpoint, isn't it? It's a monument.
Yeah, we could go and video it for your channel in a bit, couldn't we, mate?
Yeah.
Go and have a look.
Definitely go and have a little look. Yeah, check it out.
Then check it out on Robbie's channel.
Review of a tower. These are really good. Now, my worry early on, like so far, loving this. I'm worried the sauce is going to congregate at the bottom, and the bottom chips might end up too wet.
Yes, I think I can see.
I'm not sure. I don't know. Hopefully that won't happen. But I'm just.
I think there's just a consistency of sauce on them all the way through.
Well, good. I mean, so far that's not happening. That's my only reservation I've got at this stage. But so far, brilliant.
They are good. I'm going to have to bring June here.
Yeah.
And see if she likes a chip.
What's your favourite takeaway? If you're going to have one, if you're going to have one genre of takeaway food for the rest of your life, what would it be?
It would probably be Mexican. Oh, I don't know Mexican, but I like Indian. Well, you see, we've got the plan burrito in Loughborough.
Yeah.
And I absolutely love it there. I've got to go back there and stuff, but I think
one forever though.
Yeah. But it is good. But these are tremendous.
Okay.
Look at
one more food question for you.
Go on then.
If you could only have one country's food for every meal for the rest of your life, so breakfast, lunch, dinner, forever.
I think it would be Mexican.
Do you?
I absolutely love
spicy breakfast. What would you have for breakfast then? Like a sort of spicy egg thing?
Yeah, I bet they do something, don't they? Spicy egg.
See, I think Italy's a good shout because you've got a lot of variety in Italy.
Yeah.
You've got pasta, you've got pizza.
And German.
Good coffee.
German do a lot of meat, don't they?
Yeah. Home of the doner kebab, Berlin.
Yes. There's a place in Loughborough, Leicester, that do kebabs. I've actually reviewed that place. It were absolutely awesome.
Was it?
Really, really good. One of the best kebabs I've ever had. And it was a German kebab. And I couldn't believe it. And I didn't realise that Germany did kebabs like that until I looked it up.
Is it a place called the German Kebab Company?
No, it's
a different one. Because there's a chain of those, and they're around in London.
Is there?
Yeah, I went in London recently.
These are fabulous.
I had a kebab in Berlin once.
Really?
Yeah, I went there. Me and my friends have this thing, like calling it a dining club makes it sound fancier than it is. But basically, once a month, we'll go out for. Let's make my nose run, by the way. If you want
Yeah, I'm mine.
right, my nose. There we go. We go once a month in theory, although it's never that regular. You pick, if it's your turn. There's four of us. You pick a restaurant, and you pay.
Really?
So you get three free meals, and then massively stung 1 month. But it's quite nice because there's no expectation to go to a fancy place, so you can pick whatever suits your budget, sort of thing. So
what a great idea!
It's really good, yeah. And we go around. It's nice because it'd be quite hard sort of meeting up with people, particularly. You don't see all that often, sort of thing. So it's quite nice like that. But once, for one of mine, the day after all the Brexit vote thing, there was a sale on Ryanair where you could get flights £10 each way. So for the four of us, I got 4 flights for £80 and took people to Berlin for a day for a kebab. And it was the nicest kebab I've ever. I found out what was the best kebab shop in Berlin. The meal was only like £3.50, €3.50 or something for the kebab.
What a great idea!
Yeah,
that is a fabulous idea.
Really good, yeah. I mean, it's probably not the best for the environment in hindsight, flying to Berlin for a day, but it's good kebab.
Fucked anyway.
Yeah. What can we do?
I saw something once about the environment and that.
Yep.
Somebody had put something on Facebook saying, in the 70s, we were the kids who had sweets in bags, drank pop out of bottles. We didn't have any of this iPhone plastic shit, and we didn't do all this, and we didn't do that. It's now everybody today that's doing all the once used plastic and the straws that can't be disposed, and the people of today that are polluting the planet, not us, who are in our 50s and 40s.
So I went to a it's going to make it sound interesting. I went to a plastics conference recently. I would make videos for a living, so one of my clients, there's a conference of plastics, and there's a guy talking, and he didn't work. He was like a buyer for a supermarket. He didn't work for a plastics company, so he wasn't biased or anything like that. And he was saying the problem plastic's got is it's the new sugar. Everyone sort of hates it. Something like that. See, but people don't necessarily know why. Like, obviously, single-use plastic going in the ocean is terrible.
Of course it is.
And he was saying the amount of carbon it takes to transport a lorry load of glass bottles is far more than it is plastic bottles. He said, so I'm not saying
one's the weight.
So he's saying it's not one's better than the other. He said, but you've got to sort of. People get confused as to why they don't like plastic and all that.
But if it's disposed of in the correct way, surely it's a good thing that, weight that you're not using, you can carry far more weight in plastic and all that. I think people just seem to be getting up on their houses over stuff. And
the other thing the plastic people were saying, I'm basically a shill for big plastic now. But the other thing the plastic people were saying was there's this new EU directive coming in plastic. Well, do check out my YouTube channel. There's more exciting stuff like this. And the new EU directive says that the little clip-on bits, the sports caps, they're going to have to be on all single-use plastic bottles. They're going to have those on to reduce waste. People throw the lids away. But apparently that adds on an extra bit of weight to every bottle, which is then worse for the environment in some ways because of all this sort of thing. It's a complex business, is all I'm saying.
It is.
I'm not taking one side or the other in the plastic lid debate. All got a really hot bit there.
Yeah.
Feeling back of my throat. Yeah. It's good. Yeah.
Yeah, the plastic thing. I mean, I actually make plastic.
Yeah.
And
that wasn't set up, by the way.
No, it weren't. No, it wasn't set up, was it?
Yeah.
And we made the cable covering for Wembley and the Emirates and the Stadium in Manchester for the floodlights and stuff. And we make all the plastic that goes round these when you phone up somewhere and the call centres and stuff, the switchboards and all that. And we make stuff that goes into planes. So because our stuff is fire retardant. So you need that kind of stuff that we make. But, somebody abused me once on here saying, oh, don't forget Dave works in a plastic. Well, yeah, I do work in a plastic factory and your phone's probably been charged by the fucking plastic that I've made.
Yeah.
Knob.
Exactly, yeah.
If plastic is used in the correct way and disposed of in the correct way, then fair enough.
Yeah. I mean,
it's the people who are littering the village and the towns and the cities that need to be looked at. It's no good shouting.
And the people who are flying to Berlin for kebabs. They're the real problem here. You can answer me a question about flame retardant.
Yes.
Why is there the word flammable and inflammable? Well, they mean the same thing, don't they?
I would have thought so. This is where we need June, because June's is the brains of the BVM.
It just seems like it's an unnecessary. You have one or the other.
Yeah.
I might be wrong. They might mean different things. I just think they do.
I don't know. You got me thinking there.
I'm disappointed. I thought you were going to have me some.
No, I used to make it. Now I just load it on the lorry.
All right.
So, but your answer to the question of them all going soggy at the bottom, no, they don't.
No, they don't.
No, they stay.
They're very tightly packed at the bottom. They really do cram a lot of chips in.
Yeah, it's a consistent thing all the way through.
What's the favourite thing you've ever reviewed? Have you got an all-time clear winner?
I wouldn't say it's my favourite thing I've reviewed, but my talk about my debt.
Yeah. Okay.
That was a bit. When I told everybody about my debt, it was like not that I was ashamed of it, because people are doing it, people are getting in debt all the while. But it was a bit like a relief of saying, yeah, I used to get in debt, and then the amount of people that said, thank you for letting us know, you're just a normal bloke, I'm just a normal person, and I'm in the same situation, you've helped me out. It's absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, and I heard you talking about it on Jack Mate's Happy Hour, and talking about step change and the work that they do was really interesting. I'd heard of step change, I knew of it, but I didn't know how it works exactly like that. I thought that was really interesting.
It is absolutely amazing that so many people have.
Well, it's nice being able to help, isn't it? Something like I find that really surprising about my sort of YouTube things, that when you get messages going. I get a lot of people saying your video is really calming, really helped my anxiety or something like that. And I know Tubes is on his videos, he's talked about heart attack and stuff.
Yeah.
People said that's really helped me. I had a similar symptom. People said I've had the symptoms, and when I got them checked out, and I was on the verge of a heart attack.
Yeah. You were a lucky lad, that, Tubes, weren't you?
Yeah.
Talking of heart attacks.
Yep.
Sorry, Tubes, if you watch this, mate. Has Tubes had one of those iWatches? Apple Watch.
I don't think he has now.
I had to take Ginger's phone to. No, I didn't. I had to take my MacBook back to Apple, because They've downloaded some software for iMaker.
Okay, yeah.
And it totally did me, and I couldn't sort it out. So anyway, I was talking to the young gal, and I was looking at the watches, and she was saying that these watches now are actually saving people's lives because they're reading your body.
Yeah, the heart rate.
Yeah,
and stuff, yeah.
And she says that they've actually had a couple of people, well, more than a couple. Excuse me. Some bloke went in, and he was having an irregular heartbeat, and I think you're only in his 20s, and he kept there's something wrong with my watch.
Yeah.
He went back to Apple and he says, "Oh, there's something wrong with my watch. It keeps saying I've got an irregular heartbeat," and the bloke says, "No. Your watch is fine. It's your heart that's." So anyway, I went back.
Isn't that amazing? First of all, your reaction is, "I'm going to go."
Yeah, fucking bag of shit.
See this? So I'm having a heart attack. I'm going down Apple.
Bastards.
Yeah.
How dare they?
Yeah. I paid for the supercare.
Yeah. And anyway, so he went to the doctors. And the doctors did some tests on him, and they went, "If you hadn't come in around 3 months, you would have had a heart attack."
Yeah.
It saved his life. There was another one where she says this lady went and she was pregnant at the time, and she was having trouble with something or other. Anyway, she went to the doctors. The doctors assessed it, and they said, "Yeah, you've got this problem." And basically, Apple saved their life with a baby inside her as well.
Wow, that's amazing.
So, tell Tubes, if you're watching, mate, go get yourself an Apple Watch. Well, you don't need it now because you're all fit and healthy.
He's all right. He's always sorted out.
All sorted.
Had a refit.
Been upgraded.
Do you know what I love about your channel, Dave? Is I love all the stuff when you're all the for the visually impaired stuff and all that. And I'm genuinely sincere, and how nice and inclusive it all is.
Well, Unky Steve loves it.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I got a message from some guy who was I think he was legally blind but could see a bit, and
you wouldn't let him drive a car.
No, exactly. Yeah. He was talking about sometimes I put in a video where my 2-year-old son was talking. Oh, we can't really understand, so I put subtitles. I just put white subtitles or something. He's saying, "Really enjoy the video, thanks, but I find it really hard to read this because I'm partially sighted. Any chance in the future, when you put subtitles on, can you put them white on black? 'Cause it's easier for partially sighted people too." So that's what I do from now on. Yeah. So there you
go. We watch a lot of TV. Well, we don't watch a lot of TV because TV's shit. But when we watch things like Vera and I love Grantchester, I love all that kind of stuff.
What's Grantchester?
You never seen Grantchester?
No.
It's about a vicar in the 50s who was in Soldier. Robson and Jerome, the small one. He's in it.
Is that Jerome?
Yeah, and who was the bloke who was in the Italian, the Russian Mafia that was on BBC One last year? I can't remember his name. Tall bloke. He was in Happy Valley.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, Edward is not. Oh, I can't remember. Anyway, he's in it. He was in it, but he's come out of it as a new vicar. And when we watch anything like that, we always have subtitles on because June's not deaf.
Yeah.
Unless I'm talking. And mind you, she's sitting there watching that saying, "No, it's the other way round." And we have the subtitles on because it just sometimes you can't hear what they're saying. It's a bit And
my mum did that with The Wire. Did you watch that?
Oh right,
that was a similar thing.
Good stuff. So what do we think of the chips, mate? Because
I thought they're brilliant.
Yeah, absolutely really brilliant. Get yourself down to fucking Fork and Chips. And
actually, that was the name. And it's just called fucking chips.
Yeah, that's it. Fucking chips.
Yeah.
But really, really good. Get yourself down there. They've got all different kinds of sauces and flavours and all that. Well, good, weren't it?
It was really good, and my fears earlier on that they might be too soggy at the bottom were completely unfounded. Yeah. And I'd like to clear that up in case there's any confusion.
There weren't no sogginess at the bottom. It was just consistent, saucy chip.
What they did was they took the chips in a big metal bowl.
Yeah.
And then they put the sauce in, and then they mixed it around.
Yeah.
So it's the heat of that sauce, and it's and then it was all spread evenly over the chips. I think we sort of solved the problems of just putting.
They were not as such because my head's wet. I've just realised my head's been sweating. When I eat off stuff, my head does tend to have a layer of water, like it's been raining.
Oh well.
But there you go.
There you go.
Yeah. So if you're in the Loughborough area. Get yourself down there. It's where the old Greenhams used to be. Greenhams, that used to be a clothes shop. Next door to Greg's, near Burton's.
How many Greg's have you got? One?
We've got two. We've got two in the town, and then we've got a drive. We've got one on the outskirts of town where they all know me in that one because that's where I do my reviews. They all say, "Hey, you come to review anything?" And no, not today, sorry. I don't want no more of that vegan stuff.
My friend Dave's from Sunderland, but it's either Newcastle or Sunderland. He says is the only place in Britain you can be in a Greggs, sat in a Greggs and see another Greggs.
Really?
That's what he says anyway.
That's the dream.
Yeah.
That is living the dream, isn't it? Well, shall we wind this one up, mate?
Absolutely. It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for having me on In the Van and on your channel. It's been brilliant.
Yeah.
And thanks for the chips.
I like it. It's good stuff. I like these little collab things. It's good stuff, isn't they? So, right, we'll go and video that, shall we?
Yeah. All right.
Get over there to watch it. Laters.